Okay, then. Hello, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. The Fallout show of Survivor Series from last night. After a show, in my opinion, just was not really good and was also had only one hook to keep people interested, in my opinion. A lot happened on Monday Night Raw tonight, I should say. One thing before I do begin this video, though, please check out my Survivor Series 2020 review, which I talk about the whole Raw versus SmackDown thing and the Undertaker's 30th anniversary, which I go in depth on both subjects in the video and whatnot. So please check that out. It is uploaded online right now. But we do begin Monday Night Raw off tonight with basically Team Raw with the men's side, who won their matches in a clean sweep against SmackDown the night before, as Adam Pearce was in the ring with them. Basically, since they won, they will get I guess a WWE title shot in a way, and Adam Pearce gave them all a chance to state their case to why they should get a WWE title shot. AJ was going to say something, but Sheamus says you're not the captain, and he congratulated Drew McIntyre on winning the WWE Championship 2 times, and labeled himself as the MVP of the team, which they are playing more into Sheamus and Drew's friendship and whatnot. AJ pretty much had a problem with it, but Keith Lee says, you know what? I pinned the captain. I saved you last night, and I pinned Team SmackDown's captain, so I should get a title shot. Riddle went on to say, I beat King Corbin, so that makes me King Bro. And McIntyre's dope sword go well with his dope crown and everything, so that would be really dope. Sheamus called him a dope and everything. Adam Pearce asked Strowman last but not least, but Strowman was pissed off with the whole last but not least line, and basically started choking him, and he ended up headbutting him to the ground, as basically everybody almost had a stare down in the ring then. So other than everybody trying to state their case and everything, which probably Strowman did not get a title shot after that, what do they have really learned, and who is going to be Drew McIntyre's next opponent for the WWE title? Next, they show up the Hurt Business arriving, pretty much talking to the New Day, talking about how y'all lost to the Street Profits, and we should get a title shot, which New Day said bring it on, which we did get. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin again 2 weeks in a row, by the way, which once again a very good tag team match and whatnot, which at first ended up in I guess a double count out, but MVP says now we don't want to go out that way, so they restarted the match. This was a really good match. I did enjoy this. I know Kingston's knee was hurt as they were going on out there, but Woods ended up doing like a powerbomb and rolling up Shelton for the win and whatnot. So New Day still retained, beating the Hurt Business 2 times in a row. I'm surprised. I'm almost surprised the Hurt Business hasn't beat them yet. I actually thought they were going to change the titles now since after Survivor Series and whatnot. But could there be a third? I'm not really sure. But and what kind of tag teams you got on Raw in general? So I'm surprised the Hurt Business don't have the belts yet in general. Okay, so hopefully really soon. But bet hopefully very soon and whatnot. But yeah, New Day still ended up picking up the win, holding on to the tag titles. Adam Pearce was coming out of the trainer's room, talking about if he's going to fire Strowman and whatnot. But next, Bobby Lashley showed up saying, like, listen, I'm the only champion who won my match at Survivor Series on Raw, okay? So he thought he should get a title shot then, which Tri Cruz ended up going talking about to Adam Pearce again, and before you could really say anything about Lashley, Randy Orton showed up, said we need to talk, so he wants a title shot also then, as Adam Pearce basically was talked about what's going to happen tonight, that it will be 3 singles matches, and it will be a triple threat next week to whoever wins all the 3 single matches tonight and wins that triple threat will get a title shot at Drew McIntyre, as Adam Pearce will say. He called him Drew McIntyre. Okay, Drew McIntyre, I laughed at that. McIntyre for the WWE title. So 3 singles matches tonight. They ended up talking to Lana, talking about it was one of the greatest nights of her career for Survivor Series. And talk about could she be going for the Raw Women's title tonight. She didn't want to get off of this dream, but, she still wants a title shot and everything. So we'll see what goes on with that. Next, arguably maybe one of the best matches of the night. Almost better than the last time they were in the ring with each other. Both Sheamus and Matt Riddle. This was fun and enjoyable to watch before Sheamus had beat Riddle to get into the Survivor Series team. But basically went the other way around. I enjoyed this a lot, though. This was a great match. I liked it a lot. Both, like I said, both guys going back and forth with each other, just dodging submission holds or whatnot, beating the hell out of each other too. This was good, real good. I really enjoyed this match, and I recommend going back to look at this. But Riddle, ended up getting out of Sheamus's cold relief and hitting a roll-up pin onto Sheamus for the win. Like I said, some people believe it keeps Sheamus away from the WWE title and still trying to be friends with McIntyre before the time comes to turn on him and whatnot. But Riddle ended up beating Sheamus right here to qualify for the WWE title as a shot for it. But great match. I'm surprised they gave him 20 minutes out there, too. That was great. Real great. Asuka asked Lana if she wanted to challenge her for the title tonight. And, Asuka's always looking for new challenges and everything. So that's going to happen. The Firefly Funhouse then happened with Wyatt and Bliss. Talking about, friends will let you down and everything until the Friendship Frog came in with a monocle right there. As, the Frog asked about Nikki Cross and everything, which, why did his whole heel hurt glove thing. And the Frog said it didn't seem friendly. Cross ended up taking a giant mallet symbol thing that Wyatt has, he carries around, and beat the living frog to its death, which we had an in memoriam thing, by the way, too, which, I guess this frog lived up to be 40 years old since it was 1980 all the way to 2000, so the frog, it shall be missed. He lived for like 5 minutes on this show, but apparently he was alive for 40 years, folks. So the frog is dead, as Wyatt made a joke. So it's a shame because the frog croaked. I almost had no idea where this is going because almost they have random segments now because we already know Wyatt's feud is, which I'm going to get in that real soon. And Blitz is still going against Nikki Cross. So the Funhouse was okay. I will say that. Asuka went against Lana then for the women's title. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler came to watch. Basically, this match didn't really go that long, and Asuka ended up using a water bottle onto Jax and Baszler for some reason, which was a no contest. And then we got a tag match between Baszler and Jax versus Asuka and Lana again, which ended up with they were going for Lana until when Lana got off the apron. Basically, Asuka ended up rolling up Baszler then for the pinfall and whatnot. So apparently it's supposed to be a title shot next week. I thought I almost had the triple threat going on, but still don't really know what's the full triple threat. As for this tag match in general, first off, why was Lana even getting a title shot in general? Let's put that out the way first. We all know she's about an investment idea about pizza flavored yogurt, which I don't think that sounds good at all. MVP says, that makes really sense. Yeah. And he says, go over there then and whatnot, because, a couple weeks we can make them pitches and everything. Or, we like your ideas and whatnot. We going to do some business for real. But Matt Riddle says, I got some ideas and everything, so he wants them to check it out and whatnot. But I like what MVP did say, like, I'm not your bro. So it's really like, oh. Like, so I'm not your bro. So, yeah, Riddle's still trying to be stoned with MVP around, too. Try to get stoned, folks. Try to get stoned. But next, we got Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee. This was great. Once again, another great quality match right here. Basically, strong Lashley trying to get the hurt lock onto Keith Lee, but Keith Lee is so massive, it's hard to really take him down. But this was great, though. Did enjoy it. Only thing I wish it wouldn't have happened throughout this match was the disqualification. But in a way, it protects both guys. given Lashley don't want him losing right now, and Keith Lee, they don't want to lose him right now. They probably just could have Keith Lee go over him, but no. Not happening, no. So that's how we kind of see what we see right now and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see what happens from that. Like I said, no disqualification, not no disqualification, but DQ though from MVP. Can we get Keith Lee just winning on his own? Because this was a really great match until the kind of DQ finish for this. But still, great match though between both Lashley and MVP. That was actually real good. Nikki Cross talking about that Alexa Bliss is gone. And, the only way she's going to find out is beat the living fiend out of her to save their friendship. Which basically Nikki Cross dominated Bliss for several minutes until, I guess, Bliss took some type of sympathy after Bliss was crying. And then